I visited a lot of colleges in my search, and Iowa State felt like home. When you step on campus, it feels familiar.
The first time I came here, I came in the summer. Very pretty, I really liked the campus. The next time I came was probably the more informative one, which was in the middle of winter. Even then, it was just as pretty, and I got to go through the whole department. That impression made me really want to choose Iowa State.
I liked what the college vibe was here. It has that sense of community on top of the big college feel.
When I was looking at vet schools, I wanted a program that was strong in food animal medicine, was located in the Midwest, and I got really lucky that my in-state school is Iowa State. I've been interested in veterinary medicine since high school. I had a really strong interest in animals and science and figuring out how things worked and why they worked.
Both of my parents went to college, and it's something since I was a young kid is they valued education. They strive to make us push to high levels of education, getting A's in every class, doing the best you can on any work assignment.
I didn't know what to expect out of the architecture program. It's been really rewarding learning those things, getting to a point where I feel comfortable doing those things and that I'm excelling at those things and doing it with some of my closest friends now.
Ever since I was a little kid, I loved anything that flew. I really wanted to be a pilot or an astronaut, so probably since I was about 5, I was really like, I really want to do this. There was really no other major I wanted to do more than aerospace.
I've always been passionate about nature. I grew up playing in a creek in my backyard, and thinking about protecting wildlife has always been something I've been passionate about.
One of the things I love about Iowa State is that they have 800 plus organizations, and so during my time here I've been really able to delve into all the different opportunities here, and some of those were International Student Council and Trend Magazine, which when you look at the two organizations, they're so different. I get to really tap into different sides of my interests, and both of them allowed me to get tangible experience in what I'm interested in that will really help me after graduating.
I really liked Iowa State because we're very hands-on. We have a lot of great labs that we jump into right away from first year. You're spending a lot of time in the classroom, but also a lot of time out of the classroom.
My most recent study abroad experience was in Antarctica. Being able to go to somewhere so far away has really helped open my eyes on just how vast and different places can be. To do it with my classmates and be able to learn while doing it is just awesome.
Everyone comes into college and they want to try on all these new hats and do all these things, and I think the beauty of that is that you find people that are looking for the similar things too, and you're able to build those connections that hopefully last a lifetime.
I would not be here today, I would say, with the experiences that I've had without my support system, and I owe it to them for being the student that I am today and being able to push myself further and grow as a student, both personally and academically.
I've just grown and matured 3 years into life. Learned different things, I've grown in different areas, just kind of learned to be more of myself.
I have served as the Class of 2024 president for the last 4 years, and I've had some really great opportunities to meet regularly with the dean of our college and do it in a way that would foster collaboration and foster communication.
I'm just proud of the way I've navigated this experience, right? Being a first-generation college student, being able to come here and feeling like I was able to tap into a network of people that were inspiring, really.
I'm probably most proud of a lot of the research work I did, been able to have a lot of impact. It's just been a lot of fun to be able to interact with all these different groups.
I think being a Cyclone means being versatile.
To be a Cyclone is definitely to have passion for what you're doing.
It means to be part of a whole.
Being a Cyclone for me has meant being able to pave my own path and explore things that I would not have thought to even do
Being a cyclone means to be an explorer.
Someone who's knowledgeable on the things that they work on and to be professional and helpful.
It's never just about you. When you're here at Iowa State, when you're a cyclone, it's about all of the other people who are cyclones with you.
Turn around and it feels like home. Look around and it feels like home.
I would describe my time at Iowa State as fulfilling.
Exceptional. I've gotten to meet so many new people, to have so many friends, to have so much fun.
I would say transformative.
I would choose plentiful. There was always something I could do or some opportunity that I could look at.
Family. That's Iowa State to a T.
Thank you, Mom, for pushing me and always trying to get me to go out of my comfort zone.
I would really like to thank the friends and community that I've been able to find here at Iowa State, as well as the Greenlee School of Journalism.
I want to thank my dad first and foremost. He's kind of been that guy who's like, education is up top.
This was the right choice, and nothing would change my mind about that.
Turn around and it feels like home. Look around and it feels like home.
Good evening. Iowa State University is pleased and honored to welcome the family and friends of our graduates to the Spring 2024 Evening Undergraduate Commencement Ceremony here in Hilton Coliseum. Today's commencement ceremony recognizes recent graduates in Iowa State University's proud 166-year history of academic achievement, excellence, and service. The processional will begin with the presentation of the college banners by each college's student marshal, who will be accompanied by the dean and the student's university escort. The presentation of the college banners will be followed by the processional of our undergraduate candidates for graduation, who will process in as members of the delegations of their respective colleges. Members of the assembly may remain seated during the processional. At this time, it is our privilege to present to you Odale Perla Cortez, student marshal for the College of Human Sciences. Odale is accompanied by her university escort, Alicia Edwards, and by Dean Laura Dunn-Jolly. It is our privilege to present to you Avni Laharia, student marshal for the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. Avni is accompanied by her university escort, Dipali Sashatal, and by Dean Benjamin Withers. At this time, it is our privilege to present to you undergraduate candidates for graduation from Iowa State University. Signaling the official beginning of our evening undergraduate commencement ceremony, the University Mace, carried by Chief Faculty Marshal Dr. Robert Wallace, precedes the President. We ask that the candidates for graduation and the members of the Assembly to please rise as you are able for the procession of the members of the Iowa State University academic community, led by President Dr. Wendy Winterstein. And now, the presentation of colors by the Air Force Reserve Officer Training Corps Color Guard. Iowa State University is very pleased to introduce Carly Nelson as the Spring 2024 Evening Undergraduate Commencement vocalist. Ms. Nelson will sing our national anthem.
Please join me in the singing of our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the rampart we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket river, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag
Please be seated. Graduates, family, and friends, I am pleased to introduce Dr. Wendy Winterstein, President of Iowa State University.
Good evening. I'm very pleased to welcome you to Iowa State University's Spring 2024 Evening Undergraduate Commencement Ceremony. At this time, I would like to introduce the members of the platform party. I ask that they please stand and remain standing until all introductions are made. Ms. Samantha Power, Administrator, U.S. Agency for International Development and Commencement Speaker. Dr. Jonathan Wickert, Senior Vice President and Provost. Dr. Toya Younger, Senior Vice President for Student Affairs. Dr. Jeffrey Johnson, Laura and Russ Talbot, Endowed President and Chief Executive Officer of the Iowa State University Alumni Association. Dr. Raul Parsa, Teaching Professor of Finance and Faculty Senate President. Dr. Robert Wallace, Associate Professor of Ecology, Evolution, and Organismal Biology and Chief Faculty Marshal. Dr. Laura Dunn-Jolly, Dean and Dean's Chair of the College of Human Sciences. Dr. Benjamin Withers, Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. Dr. William Graves, Dean of the Graduate College. Dr. Daniel Grooms, Stephen G. Julesgaard, Endowed Dean of the College of Veterinary Medicine. Ms. Hilary Zayo, Dean of Library Services. Dr. Jennifer Sukon, University Registrar, and the faculty marshals and departmental representatives for today's commencement ceremony. Please join me in recognizing them. You may be seated. On behalf of our university leaders, faculty, and staff, we are delighted to honor and celebrate our newest graduates of Iowa State University. Commencement is the most important and significant ceremony that a university holds. For our graduates, it represents the culmination of years of hard work, focused study, perseverance, and personal growth. For family and friends, it's a time to share in the success of their graduate and to be recognized for the wonderful support and care they have provided throughout the years. And for Iowa State University, it represents the successful completion of our most important responsibility to society, providing a comprehensive education to prepare the next generation of scholars, innovators, and leaders. Graduates, you are joining a very special group of people who hold degrees from this renowned institution. We are so very proud of you, and we know you will continue to bring great pride to Iowa State University. Congratulations to all of you. Now it is my pleasure to introduce the keynote speaker for this evening's undergraduate ceremony. Samantha Power is the 19th Administrator of the United States Agency for International Development, the world's largest bilateral development agency with a global staff of over 11,000 across more than 100 countries. Administrator Power leads the agency in prioritizing efforts to address some of the greatest challenges around the world. Ms. Power is the first USAID administrator to serve as a member of the National Security Council. Previously, Ms. Power served as the 28th U.S. Permanent Representative to the United Nations from 2013 to 2017. From 2009 to 2013, she served on the National Security Council staff as a special assistant to the President and Senior Director for the Multilateral Affairs and Human Rights. Ms. Power began her career as a war correspondent. She was the founding executive director of the Carr Center for Human Rights Policy at the Harvard Kennedy School. A graduate of Yale University and Harvard Law School, Ms. Power is an author and editor of multiple books and the recipient of the 2003 Pulitzer Prize for Nonfiction. Please join me in welcoming Samantha Power.
Thank you so much. It is a huge honor to be with you on this incredibly important day. Thanks to President Winterstein, Dean Withers, Dean Jolly, and the distinguished faculty and staff of Iowa State University. I am personally thrilled to be back in Iowa, not far from here, on a very snowy, very, very cold night in January 2008, in advance of the Iowa caucus. I went door to door canvassing for then Senator, upstart presidential candidate Barack Obama. That's not the important part. I was assigned to canvass that cold, snowy night with a law professor who was also active then on the Obama campaign. Well, there is something about Iowa because 6 months later, I had married my fellow Iowa co-canvasser, and we now have 2 beautiful children together. So thank you, Iowa. Thank you. Huge welcome to the friends, family, and loved ones of the students gathered here today, and most importantly, enormous, heartfelt congratulations to the 2024 graduates of Iowa State University. Graduates, I know that for you, the high school class of 2020, for many of you, this day is particularly special. For some of you, I may be the only live, non-Zoom commencement address you'll ever get. The only commencement, in fact, where you won't be able to simultaneously surf the internet to try to find better content. When you started here, amidst the pandemic, there was a real question about whether you would get to have the classic experiences that define one's college years. Well, the upside, I guess, to that uncertainty is that you likely noticed and appreciated more of the little moments on campus. The lazy afternoons spent hammocking on Central Campus, camping overnight to get prime seats in Cyclone Alley, and losing your voice screaming when Iowa State beat Kansas. Go Cyclones. And of course, being painted head to toe during Yell Like Hell. I am here today to talk about how you can use what you have learned at Iowa State to make change. And I'm here to make the case that there are many different paths to doing so. And many of those paths are not straight paths. Before I do, though, I want to take a moment to thank the people who helped you get here, your families and loved ones who supported you and lifted you up. Let us give all of these incredible people around you a huge round of applause. I also want to highlight something that not all of you may know, which is that Iowa State has a long history with the agency that I'm privileged to lead, that you heard a little bit about, the U.S. Agency for International Development, or USAID. As you heard, we work in some 100 countries. We respond to humanitarian crises, support democratic reformers and activists at a time of growing authoritarianism around the world. We help empower women and girls, and particularly help girls get access to education in places where that isn't easy. We help prevent the spread of disease, and we try to drive economic growth. Iowa State has long been a really valuable partner in those efforts. Iowa State faculty members are traveling to Kosovo, Europe's newest country, to provide information technology students with mentoring, career guidance, research opportunities to prepare them for a growing tech economy. We're working together with government officials from across sub-Saharan Africa to implement policies that allow local scientists to develop drought-resistant, disease-resistant, and pest-resistant seeds. This is life-saving, life-changing work. For decades, this university and its graduates have been applying its resources, its expertise, and its trademark spirit of innovation to address some of humanity's most pressing challenges. And that spirit of giving back, of using education to drive progress, is one that, as I understand it, dates back to the very first president of Iowa State University. In his inaugural address in 1869, he called on Iowa State graduates to use the knowledge they gained in Ames to advance what he called, quote, greater work in the world outside, end quote. To, quote, feed the hungry, clothe the naked, restore the sick, and crown each revolving year with plenty, end quote. Some of you might know already that you wish to do that greater work, as he put it, that greater work in the world outside, that you wish to devote your lives after ISU to some form of service. But when others hear that call, you might be thinking some version of, sure, easy for you to say. Maybe you're worried enough about landing a job, earning a good living, furnishing your first apartment. Or maybe you do want to do something about the world's challenges, but you're just overwhelmed by the sheer enormity and complexity of what you read about every day in the press. Feeding the hungry, clothing the naked, restoring the sick, this is no small feat. The world's biggest problems are rarely neatly soluble ones. And as we see in the intense debates and protests on college campuses, pushing for change can be messy, even risky. Figuring out even where to start can feel itself like a full-time job. Or you simply might not be drawn to what society often presents as change-making, running for seats in Congress, signing petitions, organizing voter registration drives. Maybe you are more inclined to spend your days in nature, or a research lab, or a restaurant kitchen. But here is what I hope I can leave you with today as you stand on the brink of this next chapter, and that is that each of us, no matter who we are or what we do in our lives, no matter what our perch becomes, each of us can in fact be agents of change. My own journey began improbably while watching a baseball game a very long time ago in 1989. When I first moved to this country as a 9-year-old with thick red hair and an even thicker Dublin accent from Ireland, sports made me feel like I belonged in America. I was a Pittsburgh Pirates fanatic. I prayed for them every night during their magical 1979 World Series run, which was the main reason they came back from down 3-1 to win the championship, were those prayers. It is thus maybe no surprise that my first dream was to become a sportscaster. Unfortunately, my talent did not match my ambition, and after writing some truly bad stories for my college newspaper, I did land an internship in the sports department at the CBS affiliate in Atlanta, Georgia. And that was how, on a sweltering June 1989 day, as I was taking notes on an Atlanta Braves San Diego Padres game to help cut the sports highlights for the evening news, I found myself in a video booth Watching the game, yes, but then suddenly seeing broadcasts being beamed live from Beijing, China, from a place called Tiananmen Square. Students, many not much older than myself, were gathered in the square pressuring the Chinese Communist Party to implement democratic reforms. But PRC soldiers advanced on those young people with assault rifles. Later that week, American newspapers were lined with photos of tanks rolling into Tiananmen Square, including one of a man alone in a 10-lane boulevard, staring down a tank carrying only a pair of plastic shopping bags. Watching the footage from Tiananmen Square would prove to be a moment of clarity for me, a realization that ordinary people were using whatever power they had, doing whatever they could to stand up for what they believed in. And watching them, to my surprise, I found myself pulled to try to find ways, somehow, some way, to dedicate at least some part of my life to trying to advance the cause of human dignity. At some point in your life, if it hasn't happened already, you will probably feel some similar pull. Something will jar you and pull you to ask yourself, what can I do? What could I do to be of use? Maybe you will be catalyzed by a book you read, or a documentary you come across, or a sermon you hear, or a friend's challenges right up close. Maybe it will come when the world's crises come knocking on your door, when Canadian wildfires darken the skies above campus, for instance, or when a virus born 10,000 miles away shuts down businesses and classrooms right here in Ames. Maybe it will stem from witnessing injustice at home or abroad. Maybe it will come from places you can't even conceive of right now. But what do you do with these feelings? How do you avoid simply turning away from forces that you feel you can't control? How do you parlay sometimes intense emotions into something impactful and enduring? My path to answering those questions, as you heard, was to become a war correspondent, then an activist, then a government official, and I'm incredibly fortunate. I was so lucky to build the career that I have. It has led me to the White House as an advisor to President Obama, to the halls of the United Nations as UN ambassador, and now in this job to cities and communities on 5 continents as the head of USAID. But I am not here to tell you necessarily to drop all of your plans to try to change your career path, to join the government or start or join a nonprofit. Although, to be clear, USAID is hiring, and we desperately need young people like you in public service, so check out our website, usaid.gov. But you don't have to change whatever the path is that you have carved for yourself, however tentative it may be. You've worked hard to define the options in the way that you have defined them. You don't have to turn away from the things you love. You just have to keep looking for opportunities, to keep your eyes and your ears open in whatever you do. How can you use your skills, irrespective of your line of work, for positive change, to do what ISU's first president called the greater work in the world outside? Take a legendary son of Iowa State, George Washington Carver, whose love of botany brought him right here to Ames in 1890 as the university's first black student. Born into slavery, his lived experience gave him personal insight into the challenges facing freed slaves, many of whom became sharecroppers in the wake of the Civil War. So he used his ISU education to help sharecroppers increase their incomes by diversifying from cotton to crops like wheat, peanuts, and soybeans. And he helped develop other products from these crops, like flour or ink or soap, that those communities could make or sell. And his impact lives on even today. And this is an amazing coincidence. Just last week, I toured the largest factory in the world that produces something called ready-to-use therapeutic food, which is a paste made of peanuts that can bring a starving child back from the edge of death. And there are far too many starving kids out there in the world today. Inside this factory, 3 hours south of Atlanta, Georgia, hung an image of ISU's own George Washington Carver, a prolific peanut innovator. Maybe you're not a botanist, of course. Maybe you're a budding chef, like some of the award-winning culinary geniuses on campus, like the scientists. That's spelled C-Y, like all things seem to be. The scientists who spent the last few weeks creating a Japanese-inspired pork loin with red wine and miso that placed first in the Iowa Pork Producer Association's annual cooking contest. The scientists help us see food not just as sustenance, but as art, something that can cross borders and bridge cultures and inspire we humans to do the same. That idea, in fact, powered the career of another award-winning chef named Jose Andres, who some of you may have heard of. Jose Andres' empire includes 31 restaurants and 2 Michelin stars. But Jose's career in the world's best restaurants also showed him how chefs can be key players in humanitarian response. When disaster strikes, they can prepare ingredients and organize kitchens quickly. They can cook large amounts of really tasty food efficiently. And they are quick studies in new dishes and techniques, allowing them to meet people in crisis with authentic tastes of home. So Jose started an organization called World Central Kitchen, a nonprofit that for 14 years has provided hot meals to displaced communities from Houston to Haiti, Tennessee, to the country of Turkey, Ukraine, to Armenia, to Gaza. Not even a month after Israeli airstrikes killed 7 of their aid workers, in fact, World Central Kitchen has resumed operations in Gaza, a powerful refusal, in Jose Andres' own words, to stand by while so many people are desperate for the essentials of life. So individuals, whoever we are, can use unique skills, whatever they are, to create change in unexpected ways. But what I have seen at USAID is that the really transformative change happens when these change agents join forces, when government officials and philanthropists work hand in hand with the private sector, when public policy experts and politicians collaborate with data experts and computer scientists. You all are no stranger to weather disasters here in the Midwest, but did you know that as a data science major, you can help communities prepare for them? As the climate crisis made natural disasters stronger and more frequent, data scientists at NASA worked with USAID to create something called Surveyor, which uses satellite imagery and real-time data to predict everything from floods to forest fires to attacks from crop-destroying locusts. And long-term, Surveyor's data can help predict crop yields in years of drought or improve access to air quality information in remote mountainous communities. Maybe you're a bioinformatics major using computer software to track plant genes. Well, your skills can help the poorest farmers in South Asia earn a living even with limited resources. USAID is working with Kansas State University to sequence the genes in more than 74,000 wheat varieties growing across Bangladesh, India, and Pakistan, identifying traits that can help wheat grow even amid water and fertilizer scarcities, and paving the way for new seeds that can help farmers efficiently and sustainably boost their yields. Progress can't be one person's job. And in fact, enduring, sustainable progress is the job of everyone across sectors and industries. But such progress is only possible when all of us recognize that, when we each realize that in our own fields, with our own passions, using our own talents and skills, we can each be agents of change. That is exactly what I believe ISU's first president was imagining 155 years ago during his inaugural address, to see change, that greater work in the world outside as your job, as all of our jobs. And that is what I humbly am asking of you today as well. Whether you pick up a sign today, don a lab coat tomorrow, or hold the hand of someone in need, I urge you never to lose your awareness of the good that you can do in your slice of the world. To be an agent of change wherever you find yourself. Thank you so much, and congratulations, class of 2024. Thank you. Thank you.
Administrator Power, thank you for those inspiring comments. We appreciate your presence here with us tonight. We will now hear from our student brass ensemble under the direction of Dr. Michael Galimo.
President Winterstein will begin the recognition of graduates, followed by the presentation of degrees.
I call upon Senior Vice President and Provost, Dr. Jonathan Wickert, to recognize those students graduating with distinction, students graduating from the University Honors Program, and those with military service.
At this time, I would like to recognize the students who are graduating with distinction. At Iowa State University, grade point averages are based on a 4.0 scale. In addition to the notation in tonight's commencement program, this recognition also appears on the official university transcript and diploma. Those students graduating summa cum laude, or with highest distinction, have earned a grade point average of 3.90 or higher, and tonight they are wearing cardinal and gold honor cords. Will these students of highest distinction please stand so we may recognize you? Please be seated. Those students graduating magna cum laude, or with great distinction, have earned a grade point average of 3.70 to 3.89, and they are wearing gold honor cords. Will these students of great distinction please rise? Please be seated. Those students graduating cum laude, or with distinction, have earned a grade point average of 3.50 to 3.69, and they are wearing cardinal honor cords. Will these students of distinction please rise? On behalf of the faculty of the university, I offer you sincere congratulations. Next, I would like to recognize the students who are graduating from the university's honors program. Students receiving this recognition have maintained a grade point average of at least 3.5, have shown initiative in developing their own individualized program of study, and ingenuity in designing and completing an independent research project. These students are wearing a medallion. Will these students please rise to be recognized? Congratulations. Finally, I would like to recognize all those in attendance tonight, graduates and audience members alike, who have served, who are serving, or who will be serving our country in the military following graduation. We are deeply grateful for your commitment to our country and your service. Would these individuals please rise as you are able so we may recognize and honor you. Please be seated.
Dr. Wickert, I now call upon you to present the candidates for bachelor's degrees.
We shall now proceed with the conferring of the bachelor degrees and the awarding of diplomas. Will all the candidates for the bachelor's degree please rise as you are able? All right. President Winterstein, these candidates have successfully completed their prescribed curricula in their respective colleges. They have been recommended by the college faculty and the Faculty Senate, and they are approved by the Iowa Board of Regents for the bachelor's degree.
In recognition of the satisfactory completion of your studies in your respective colleges, and by the authority delegated to me by the Iowa Board of Regents, I confer upon you a bachelor's degree. As is tradition, I now ask all bachelor's degree recipients to move their tassels from the right side to the left side of their caps. Congratulations. Please be seated.
The candidates from each college will walk to the side stairs, up the platform, and across the stage to be recognized. We will begin with the College of Human Sciences. Dean Laura Dunn-Jolly will present the college's student marshal to President Winterstein.
President Winterstein and Provost Wickert, the first student to receive a diploma from the College of Human Sciences is our University Student Marshal, Odali Perla Cortez. She is escorted by Alicia Edwards, Academic Advisor for Elementary Education in the School of Education. Odali is graduating summa cum laude with a Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education with endorsements in English as a second language and reading, and a minor in learning technologies. A multicultural vision program scholar, she grew up wanting to be a teacher who could positively impact the lives of her students. She has maintained a 3.9 grade point average while being involved in Lambda Theta Alpha, Latin sorority, and Latinx student initiatives. She was a tutor at the Academic Success Center and was named to the Cardinal Court. O'Dolly completed her student teaching at Capitol View Elementary and spent 4 summers as a lead staff with Perry's Academic, Cultural, and Enrichment Services. As she transitions to her career as a professional educator, O'Dolly will be an excellent representative of Iowa State University as she pursues her dream of helping students become the best version of themselves in a safe and equitable environment as an elementary teacher. Graduates of the College of Human Sciences combine strong academic rigor and hands-on experiences with a passion for people. I know each of you will improve the lives of those around you in your chosen profession. Congratulations to our 2024 graduates.
Callista Marie Webb.
Natalie Grace Knapp.
Caitlin K. Wolfcool.
Holly Cam.
Zoe Ann Havoc.
Kelsey Lynn Klein.
Natalie Joel Stacy.
Abigail Rose Lentz.
Rebecca Artis Klotzbach.
Myra Lynn Bolton.
Lauren Elizabeth Weiss.
Allison Sue Burke.
Kaylee Jo Pepin.
Kelsey Nicole Hollander.
Hannah Jo Cool.
Ryan Michael Coy.
Binu Pokrail.
Catherine Jean Hersom.
Grace Catherine Lloyd.
Haley Ray Bolt.
Braylon Marie Kolwalsik.
Megan H. Lindsay.
Cassandra Jean Pasker.
Catherine June Hadevogel.
Kennedy Ray Russello.
Sadie Lynn Besh.
Haley Jo Cavan.
Madison Berry.
Brooks Anthony Mathis.
Lindsay May Scotland.
Kelsey Ariane Frazier.
Catherine Riley Saluk.
Paige Ruthann Swearingen.
Allie Emma Safris.
Courtney Ann Quickborner.
Gianna Nicole Alina.
Caitlin Tucker, Elizabeth Tucker.
Olivia Joy Shephers.
Caitlin Elizabeth Charlo.
Allison Suzanne Catron.
Cammie Lynn Hosworth.
Emma May Lutz.
Taylor Ann Washburn.
Chelsea Rivera.
Denise Ann Turnquist.
Miranda Lingle.
May Murphy Anderson.
Emma Ray Brown.
Emma Poppy.
Elizabeth A. Marlowe.
Tyler Lawrence Kubiak.
Abby M. Freskin.
Sarah Margaret Nelson.
Kyle Jerome Swenson.
Chloe Marie Webster.
John Michael Gidley.
Allison Faith Cook.
Jordan Riley Jack.
Zoe Elizabeth Zelnio.
McKenna Nicole Vasek.
Caitlin Diane Alish.
Kerrigan Irene Rossiter.
Hannah Catherine Smith.
Abby C. Van Middlesworth.
Colby Gerald Olson.
Julia Claire Warden.
Jillian Rose Marquez.
Sterling Kadia Tunjet.
Anna Louise Ray Larson.
Brooke Nicole Freeman.
Marissa Jacobs.
Gia G. Bricchetto.
Hannah E. Verberg.
Hannah Hogan Hughes.
Ashley Suzanne Hunt.
Kayla N. Radisick.
Niall Owen Horak.
Trinity Sadecki.
Natalie K. Jones.
Anna K. Brown.
Madeline Page Hicks.
Julia Catherine Benson.
Jalen Andre Humphrey.
Madison Elizabeth Hagan.
Cameron Lee Leeper.
Isabel Gabers.
Cale John Hendricks.
Lauren Megan Pombar.
Zach Clendenin.
Madison Harper Halliday.
Brianne Elaine Roys.
Zoe Noel Lawson.
Taylor E. Lumens.
Jaislyn Coleman.
Madison Marie Illig.
Beth Christine DeGraw.
Amanda Marie Miller.
Shayla Nicole Arroyo.
Lauren Elizabeth Heyman.
Davina Sharma.
Sarah R. DeBerg.
Callie Rose Schaefer.
James Andrew Garner.
Joey Ho.
Sarah Marie Stevenson.
Teresa Marie Winkleman.
Catherine Ann Van Devoorde.
Olivia Ray Baskerville.
Caitlin Rose Weber.
Sophia Marie Vitale.
Ruth Irene Marth.
Avery Grace Minor.
Eva Jeanette Sherman.
Nicole Eileen Velez Betancourt.
Madeline Marie Cox.
Madison Catherine Stewart.
Merve Kimba Mbi Di Mambu.
Mahala Ray Faust.
Grace May Hizerote.
Molly Laren Stensleen.
Alicia Suarez.
Caitlin M. Miller.
Christina Faith Shepard.
Reagan Elizabeth Knopp.
Sunny Elizabeth Stickle.
Adriana Lizarde Garcia.
Francis Leffelholtz.
Sean Taylor Westergaard.
Zoe Isabel Miller.
Mackenzie Marie Heiserman.
Gabriella Grace Cruzy.
Emma J. Harold.
Savannah Kaylee Dixon.
Lauren Alexis Well.
Sarah Lynn Michaels.
Gabriel Jean Wetter.
Noah Aaron Oliver.
Amanda E. Kochalkowski.
Elena Bella O'Hare.
Erin K. Rhodes.
Amber Dorothy Gustafson.
Jaden Brianna Porter.
Kaylee Ann Schwartz.
Alexa Lauren McNally.
Sarah Michelle Rice.
Laura Lee Steinman.
Louis Andrew Burns.
Savannah Lily Evans.
Rachel A. Fritz.
Evie Lynn Larson.
Irene Elizabeth DeLingo.
Abby Lynn Alter.
Kerrigan L. Kiefer.
Kylie Elizabeth Adams.
Isabella Francis Shaw.
Casey Ray Mondernock.
Benton Lee Meyer.
Caitlin Marie David.
Caitlin Una Patterson.
Irene Munoz.
Abigail Elaine Austin.
Sydney Noel Livermore.
Tegan Janaea Lipsy.
Haley Patricia Reyna.
Juliana K. Quiring.
Robbie Ray Thorpe.
McKenna Ann Almis.
Elena Lynn Porter.
Emma Jane Gerwig.
Rune Len Sung.
Peyton Jane Cagley.
Tegan Sue Lowe.
Grace Catherine Eggers.
Isabella Grace Tabor.
Hannah Jane Thomas.
Van Lian Hum.
Haley Marie Plambeck.
Grayson Marie Jones.
Jacob Richard Hamilton.
Michael Ransom Walters.
Callie Gillette.
Lydia Sue Lynch.
Emily Ann Labath.
Andrew Frederick Puller.
Grace Marie Wood.
Alexandra R. Williamson.
Luke Westrick.
Rachel McKell Klein.
Taylor Marie Bockelman.
Claire Nicole Brinkmeyer.
Carlton Pa Kwesi Mensah.
Alexandria Keona Harris.
Brandon Perry Peterson.
Olivia Irene Schaefer.
Neil Patrick Egdorf.
Ingrid Aylin Comperon.
Benjamin Paul Freiberg.
Sophie Claire Gillard.
Sean M. Owens.
Kaylee Lynn Storjohan.
Davin Olson.
Caitlin Grace Muncie.
Jessica Summer Temperley.
Grace Elizabeth Mayer.
Amy Buck.
Caden Thomas Mayer.
William Pacey Moats.
Karina Torres.
Quinn Kathleen Kaufman.
Addison Aaliyah Dobson.
Ashanti Kin Leng.
Lauren Holly Prop.
Melina Manola Tinginghunten.
Dennis Baftik.
Ahmed Muayyad Idan.
Elliot James Tidgren.
Dane Christopher Tack.
Timothy Yushan Levasseur.
Brooklyn Wagoner.
Alexandra Rose Hant.
Josie Marie Colbeck.
Stephanie Marie Stinger.
Lauren Alana Duffy.
Matthew Ansdell Taylor.
Kyler Robert Mason.
Zachary Neil Tietgens.
Rowan Shaw Forsyth.
Christopher M. Roberts.
Brooke Elizabeth Bando.
Christina Nguyen.
Charles Rose Thielen.
Anne Ankantapangsi.
Hannah Britton.
Nadea Nyakuli Simon.
Claire A. Tomlinson.
Brooke Davis.
Kimberly Marie Teal.
Caitlin Faith Knudsen.
Claire Shea Jungling.
Chloe Morgan Hintz.
Megan Sunshine Kasperzak.
Levi John Riesberg.
Reagan A. Dewey.
Ryan C. Tron.
Erin Elizabeth Small.
Laura Ann Tennies.
Molly McNeil.
Rachel Elizabeth Harrow.
Maeve Emily Lowry.
Jennifer Ann Deharsh.
Shaylin Michelle Shares.
J. Raymond Banez Drummer.
Sylvie Hoti.
Lauren Catherine Penny.
Olivia Rebecca Larson.
Grace Catherine Osmussen.
Julietta Antonia Shaw.
Adam Anthony Lay.
Sydney Shea Monahan.
Skylar Ray Marlowe.
Samantha K. Swan.
London Jacks.
Ashton Elizabeth Laurer.
Ryan P. Walsh.
Paulina Hernandez.
Talim Yo.
Emma Nicole Carroll.
Crystal Tang.
Savannah Morgan Schimenauer.
Yu Xuan Li.
Jessica Ann Kennan.
Jessica D. Stolk.
Ashley Kristen Wernenmont.
Allison Page Nemec.
Caitlin Marie Tice.
Madison Sue Van Matron.
Montserrat Gonzalez Padilla.
Olivia Ruth Jacobs.
Jacqueline Melissa Guardado.
Caroline Marie Gehring.
Daniela Mendez.
Samantha K. Miller.
Lauren Elise Rumlaw.
Amber Jo Best.
Mia Danielle DeLauter.
Alexa Swartz.
Haley Grace Fort.
Viana A.E. Ratzloff.
Cade Michael Mackey.
Miranda Jo Benton.
Hayden Leon Pauls.
Christian Andrew Grensteiner.
Jennifer A. Aguilar.
Rose S. Vanderlinden.
Ainsley Catherine Stark.
Jackson Dean Ritter.
Anne Marie Kathleen Herrick.
Carly Ann Lehan.
Madison Sproul.
Seth Jaden Danley Griner.
Elma Ibramovich.
Alexis Christine Poor.
Brianne E. Cartwright.
Faith Ashlyn McKenzie.
Sienna Marie Kestner.
Emma Rose Thompson.
Grace Ann Duncan.
Madison Christine Good.
Ingrid Ruth Skug.
Jordan R. Bash.
Natalie Teresa Verschoor.
Emily Artis Hymans.
Madison Catherine Stave.
Alyssa Lynn Bastine.
Lily K. Borman.
Kelly Lent.
Caitlin Alana Merwin.
Lydia Rose McIntyre.
Emerson Sierra Graw.
Faith Alexandra Diamond.
Lauren Christine Hagan.
Caitlin Jane Werning.
Logan Carlson.
Laura Elizabeth Humble.
Griffin Ray Garnetts.
Audrey Noel Heronick.
Gage Dean Garnetts.
Bailey J. Koppel.
Dylan James Bullock.
Michelle Sheila Tapia Garcia.
Peyton E. Tennerman.
Maria Lynn Croyle.
Kennedy Simone Wright.
Ashley Noel Pender.
L. Ann Sneller.
Kirsten Kathleen Johnson.
Emma Catherine Durick.
Joel Alejandro Castro.
Lauren Grace Kennedy.
Ivan Edward Hovland.
Sydney Ann Wallach.
Christabel Dawn Dees.
Kennedy Grace Dyro.
Kay D. Patterson.
Megan Reese.
Alan Sosaban.
Riley Michelle Lamb.
Preston Matthew Pickar.
Emily K. Selner.
Adriana Marquez Altamirano.
Hallie Hannah Ashley Coster.
Karsten Didi Middlestadt.
Meredith Claire Neal.
Adam Joseph Pint.
Grace Olivia Hinkle.
Matea Allison Wilson.
Emma Oliver.
Catherine E. Cooper.
Ethan Michael Avatia.
Leah Christine Giese.
Grace Edwards.
Mia M. Yarnell.
Catherine Mary Noonan.
Michaela Ann Weeks.
Tia Gloriana Hammond.
Rachel May Spence.
Lola Bell Jarzemski.
Jake Michael Arnold.
Daylin Ruth Coppinger.
Isabella Christian Miguez Bush.
Cameron Patrick Chandler McNally.
Elise Burns.
Ironize Festo.
Alexandra Rose Abraham.
Tessa Miller.
Caitlin Christine Carlson.
Julia J. Howe.
Amanda Jo Stodgel.
Emma Rose Ingram.
Abigail Lee Dingman.
Hannah Joy Wigdahl.
Amanda Marie Urban.
Annabelle Nevarez.
Kaylor Ray Fleck.
Arne Janice Vargas.
Sophie Hughes.
Priscilla Joanna Macias.
Maggie Victoria Korkosh.
Amy Yepes Gomez.
Jada S. Anea Negret.
Abilene Rodriguez Medel.
Joyce Falarka.
Austin Gilbert.
Samantha Lynn Jimerson.
Ethan Benjamin Godsave.
Jessica Lindsay Shields.
Avery Mitchell Mannion.
Katie Aguayo.
Sarah Isabel Brosnahan.
Jenny Elizabeth Rees.
Alicia Fonesca.
Jin Min Trong.
Musao Emerance Nyundu.
Hite Tema.
Winnie Edith Mirembe.
Madison Catherine Lee.
Ellen Elizabeth Castle.
Valerie Adriana Slade.
Jacob Allen Burt. Next, graduates from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. Dean Benjamin Withers will present the college's student marshal to President Winterstein.
President Winterstein, Provost Wickert, the first student to receive a diploma from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences is our student marshal, Uvni Laheria. Uvni is graduating summa cum laude with a degree in biochemistry. Uvni will leave her mark on the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences thanks to the incredible work she has put forward toward her leadership, volunteer work, and undergraduate research. Uvni has demonstrated that leadership in her roles as an honors program ambassador, merchandise chair for the Stupka Undergraduate Research Symposium, and a peer mentor for incoming scholars in the George Washington Carver program. In addition to her leadership roles, Uvni has volunteered for the Ryman Gardens as a seasonal volunteer and at the Mary Greeley Medical Center, where she acted as a liaison between families of patients and nurses in the ICCU. Uvni is a recipient of the George Washington Carver Program Scholarship, the winner of the 2023 Stupka Symposium Poster Competition, and was inducted as a member of the Phi Beta Kappa Honor Society in February 2023. She also earned the James and Marilyn Gaylor Scholarship in Biochemistry, the Garnet B. Whitehurst Endowed Scholarship, and most recently, the Rob Stupka Memorial Scholarship. These achievements, in addition to the many research opportunities Uvni has participated in, are a testament to her success in scholarship, leadership, and expansive involvement within her community, the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, and Iowa State University. Following graduation, Uvni will attend medical school at the Long School of Medicine in San Antonio. Uvni is escorted today by Dipali Shashtal, Associate Professor in the Department of Biochemistry, Biophysics, and Molecular Biology. Please join me in congratulating Uvni and all the graduates from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences.
Kaylin Nicole Dresch.
Brady James Clausen.
Madison Noel Mayfield.
Brandon Draven Vanderveen.
Morgan Riley Mulder.
Nadika De Leon.
Harmony Francis Barrick.
Sydney Jean Donahue.
Emily Ann Hofer.
Gabriel Lynn Hussman.
Jessica Ann Burkhart.
Gavin Heath Ridout.
Mackenzie Lee Ashcroft.
Abigail Rose Green.
Ashton H. White.
Rachel Jo Vespa.
Elizabeth Jane Andrews.
Madhav Prasad Dimal.
Olivia Nicole Perna.
Parker Alden Knight.
Brooklyn Paige Stark.
Owen Michael Peterson.
Crystal Millan Herrera.
Montgomery Joseph Inman.
Mackenzie Ray Vogt.
Chantal Anahi Rincon.
Amber Rose Anderson.
Kieran Mariana Van Horn.
Yamal Gatuak Dew.
Ian Robert Graves.
Hunter W. Remithi.
Kevin Thomas Hunt.
Nathaniel Giddings.
Svea Joy Torgerson.
Connor Purcells.
Dane Alex Singer.
Emma Marie Smith.
Brock Austin Keeler.
Gabriel Michael Parkos.
Sophie Elizabeth Byrode.
Aaron Todd Mueller.
Julia Christine Tubbs.
Taylor Marie Wormuth.
Holly Marie Kirchhoff.
Sydney Sherwood.
Cameron Blaine Clark.
Ayana Nicole Tremaine.
Louis Sosa.
Julia Rosenquist.
Nolan Keith Dale.
Chloe Sky Toyne.
Brian Daniel Reese.
Anna Grace Schwartz.
Brooke Ashley Conover.
Lydia R. Cook.
Ritvik M. Ambecker.
Natalie Marie Sommervold.
Michael Keogh.
Carissa Ann Stalzer.
Nicholas James Peel.
Avery E. Engelbert.
Brody Rodney Bennett.
Olivia Grace Cheers.
Dre Robert Smith.
Isabel M. Hobbs.
Thomas Joseph Turner.
Bryn Maureen Masker.
Jordan Lucas Hammond.
Sapana Bizwa.
Elma Omerovich.
Justin Wolak.
Jordan Dakota LeClaire.
William A. Silich.
Coleman D. Dimmer.
Joseph Peter Shepard.
Aiden James Burke.
Sadie Regina Schulte.
Sonali Morota.
Isabel Sue Phillips.
Andrelyn Ray Pittman.
Matthew Brian Lowling.
Madison Victoria Politoski.
Elizabeth Marie Jones.
Meredith Ann Townley.
Riley Ann Miller.
Nia E. Todd.
Paige Ann Vogel.
Olivia Nicole Burt.
Dominic Latina.
Callie Allison Dreeland.
Henry Andrew Ninnies Kripe.
Chloe Faith Davis.
Carter Lewis McClellan.
Reagan Lynn Crabtree.
Nicole Marie Howe.
Nicole Lynn Jackson.
Gavin Allen Tater.
Caitlin Lee McShane.
Noah T. Cordova.
Caitlin Renee Sommerfeld.
Tyler Jackson Haynes.
Hannah Leilani Aponte.
Javier Alexander Mendez.
Stacy Lynn Slavin.
Gretchen Mateus Schwager.
Dylan James Russman.
Seema Smati.
Evan Jared Patti.
Abigail Cecilia Nathy.
Catherine Sereau.
Evelyn Pearl.
Jonathan Nelson Lara.
Jacob Daniel Huseman.
Madison Lynn Rapp.
Lalitambigai Balakrishnan.
Madison Jane Lynn Luger.
Zachary Brock Edmondson.
Kelsey Arlene Kinney.
Madeline Rebelski.
Joseph Michael Kramer.
Avery Rose Hanson.
Quentin M. Bannister.
Arabella J. Howe.
Silas William Lee Jr.
Alexandra C. Croson.
Joao Victor Lira.
Sydney Lee Parisic.
Van Jianban Nguyen.
Olivia Claire Otson.
Zoe Ann DeCrife.
Isaac Ezra Luke.
Madeline Rose Van Arsdale.
Eugene T. Bukenya.
Calliope K. Katsiris.
Jacob Daniel Butler.
Sophia Ann Hartog.
Maria Elena Fiordelizi.
Ryan James Dorley.
Jesse Carl Slater.
Andrew William Yunt.
Frings Kwadwo Opoku.
Nathaniel Evan Agri.
Michaela Ann Geis.
Tyler Richard Moen.
Elizabeth Renee Nibel.
Mark A. Kraus.
Jacqueline Lima Cercaria.
Jordan John Bader.
Natalie Carol Lansky.
Emma Lee Johansson.
Jacob Thomas Butler.
Erin Marie McDonough.
Caitlin Jewel Harris.
Matthew Malcasian.
Liana Renee Tanner.
Samantha Lynn Sharper.
Vincent Alexander Vasquez.
Brandon J. Bantam.
Cody Gadberry.
Colin Reed Butler.
Stephanie Elise Leach.
Grace Margaret Bricky.
Maria G. Bonquilla Huerta.
Daniel Acevedo.
Rachel Cheon Yu.
Haley Grace Stone.
Christopher W. Molis.
Mia Jocelyn Moat.
Matt David Sense.
Alexis Humberto Maldonado.
Kyle Daniel Workman.
Pramit Rajesh Vyas.
Christopher Addison Draper.
Sibhat Fikir Yosef.
Diego Patrick Yoza.
Yasin Basha.
Haley E. Donnell.
Ainsley Joy Lovren.
Harper Sophia Sneed.
Riley Brianne Hudspeth.
Carson Ray Aaron.
Charles Daniel Dudley.
Reagan Suzanne Freeland.
Renai Shrivastov.
Jaden Dooley.
Sonika Gokakar.
Kaylin Lynn Langenhorst.
Antara Shaha.
Catherine Renee Moss.
Jay Tawari.
Consuelo Miretha Wilson.
Siddhant Yogesh Jaju.
Leo Stoyanov.
Jacob Spar.
Noah Christopher Vettel.
Matthew Willis John Garius.
Nicole Elizabeth Constant.
Ryan Michael Derrick.
Grace Darlene Jones Hoover.
Lucas Martin Metcalf.
Lillian Rose Dickinson.
Tawfiq Yasir Alamani.
Jordan Scott Rothmeyer.
Roba Nazif Abajabal.
Tanya L. Sharkey.
Mackenzie Grace Moyer.
Riley Nicholas Wheeler.
Jamie Lee Shunk.
Courtney Jane Olson.
Ashley Stark.
Kieran Colleen Kelly.
Jade Jacqueline Fritch.
Zoe May Rodriguez.
Michael Allen Thomas Jr.
Charlie Jean Beaver.
Daniel P. Duncan.
Ayla Muhaleche.
Kirby Larson.
Macy Elizabeth Kavanaugh.
Michaela Rose Lang.
Braden James Lewis.
Brady Drew Christensen.
Preston James Pellets.
Carson Lee Mueller.
Elena Grace Myra.
Logan Howard Shanks.
Julia Kathleen Littike.
Samuel Allen Hauser.
McKenna Suzanne Dungan.
Mackenzie Jane Bodell.
Brianna Ruth Kessler.
Gabe Michael Jensen.
Alexa Ceres Lena Alahu Kulikake Nelson.
Lucas Joseph Prokosh.
Mara Tiana Allen.
Lachlan James Isaac Monahan.
Marlis Amelia O'Neill.
Jacob James Russell.
Matilda Maeve Hogan.
Bryce S. Malloy.
Kendra Leanne Skase.
Bailey May Kolash.
David Alexander Marvin.
Rachel Marie Whitty.
Jack Ka Watson Stillman.
Brielle Nicole Tuttle.
Isabel Lorraine Rushdie.
Rachel M. Kaufman.
Jimena Mendoza.
Corbin Michael Graham.
Natalie Thompson.
Samuel Garrett McGrath.
Reagan D. Schmidt.
Elizabeth Ann Wasbone.
Christine K. Murphy.
Ashley K. England.
Olivia Cooney.
Grace Noel Hagedorn.
Jennifer Patricia Standish.
Jordan Lynn Hansen.
Clara Jane Toot.
Cora Lynn Benker.
Sarah Elizabeth Dahl.
Isabella Rose Jaspering.
Madison Shea Temple.
Cameron David Muston.
Aiden James Bergstein.
Lauren Elise Egenhaus.
Mackenzie Ellen Iddings.
Sarah Marjorie Poyer.
Madison Marie Olson.
Rachel Ann Glessner.
Kylie Cambria Myers.
Colin Raymond O'Donnell.
Sarah Grace Schaefer.
Matthew Ryan Davis.
Madeline Irene Hanna.
Joshua Caleb Duarte.
Quinn Marie Whiten.
David Allen Willis.
Hannah Rose Peterson.
Shannon Marie Clendenin.
Aubrey Elaine Hypole.
Piper Elise Carroll.
Morgan Ray Richter.
Richard Duck Bach.
Emma Kate Hennessy.
Caden Michael Wierenberg.
Jacob Anthony Campisi.
Danny Fu Dong.
Grant Matthew Dullen.
Anthony Edward Coolers.
Myra Nicole Patton.
Long Von Tron.
Shay Taylor Milligan.
Benjamin Lee Batiste.
Cameron Kathleen Davis.
Ryan Brungart.
Eva Marie Pace.
Kinjal Mahajan.
Xavier Johnson.
Ashley Ann Cleve.
Abby Carol Waterman.
Kaylee J. Heiser.
Stella Jane Webster.
Teresa Regina Crawford.
Brandon Michael Schumann.
Hannah Grace Cahill.
Jeffrey Ascon Arden.
Cassidy Miller Knops.
Jacob G. Thrapp.
Seth Allen Larson.
Caitlin Elizabeth Yoakum.
Alexis Nicole Barney.
Takaya Wilson Miller.
Michaela Jean Dove.
Angelia M. Gallardo.
Olivia Grace McLaren.
Avia Rai Hannon.
Arabella Marie Ady.
J. Williams Swanepoel.
Elise Lillian Trost.
Cameron Allen Thrapp.
Annika Slowing Romero.
Caroline Elizabeth Lang.
Daniel Kenneth Howell.
Catherine Maria Steele.
Joseph Allen Arthur.
Mandy Hugh Chow.
Sierra Maria Marcus.
Abigail Grace Crow.
Madison E. Strait.
Emma Catherine B. Ellen.
Samantha Marie Rosenthal.
Kieran Lizette Mobley.
Mitchell A. Mead.
Clarissa Shea Carolyn.
Mackenzie Deveray Olson.
Abigail Eileen Marie Kaiser.
Jessica Elizabeth Johnson.
Gavin T. Hyde.
Colton Kavanaugh.
Mario Pantaleo.
Caleb Rowling.
Yana Irina Zivsak.
Paige Downs.
Joel Robert Chambers.
Giovanni Cartagena.
Vincente Thomas Cataldo.
Wei Jin Liang.
Kara Bohm.
Henry P. Thomas.
Abigail Josephine Omer.
Kate Marguerite Stengel.
Abigail Nicole Prentice.
Whitney K. Schlottfelt.
Brianna Margaret Feldman.
Christina Diane Pollock.
Eliza Morgan Sherman.
Janie Elizabeth Schreiber.
Aiden James Brown.
Caden J. Rowling.
Lexi Elise Balkema.
Tatiana Nicole Arnold.
Asha Jean Sandu.
Ray Ernest.
Julia Raquel Rice.
Sarah Frances Horger.
Emma Christie Thomas.
Noah Chandler Morton.
Olivia Marie Steinhauer.
Truman Gigante Osborne.
Raven Irene Kinnitz.
Jose Elias Medina Mani.
Olivia M. Naylor.
Carlos Acuna.
Adrienne Ray Nelson.
Joshua Podlick.
Paige Sylvester.
Ashwin Thomas Jacob.
Sophie Rose Rice.
Connor Christopher Weeks.
Cami Catherine Jacobs.
Alexandra L. Asher.
Eric Lawrence Kramer.
Sophie J. Halverson.
Jackson Fitzgerald Jennings.
Owen Garrett Halverson.
Evan Christopher Carlson.
Lindsay Ann Broderick.
Kane Joseph Wempman.
Benjamin Jablonski.
Byron I. Melendrez Corrado.
Jade Corin Seiler.
Javante D. Keck.
Jaden Marie Jamasco.
Z. Yikong.
Mia Rachel Kawamitsu.
On Wave Chong.
Olivia Rachel Garcia.
Erin Elizabeth Kell.
Riley McLaughlin.
Angela Marion Lorenz.
Erin Silzer.
Madeline Elizabeth Dye.
Vanessa Ann Garten.
Kylie Elizabeth Knutson.
Rebecca Page Stallcup.
Mara Kaylin Rost.
Joseph Thomas Jennings.
Joseph Ryan Trowbridge.
Kaylin Joe Nichols.
Adneris de Jesus.
Elizabeth Jane Semple.
Malia Louise Mentel.
Madison Baker.
Alec J. O'Brien.
Abigail Hackenmiller.
Owen M. George.
Yunsol Kim.
Hannah E. Kochmuller.
Hannah Ray Foster.
Lily Kathleen Fear.
Laura Sonia McCarthy.
Zoe Grace Malik.
Taylor Marie Nye.
Alexia Tho Hu.
Annika Alice Cameron.
Ella Catherine Slade.
Eric John Swart.
J. Gary Wagmister.
Benjamin Abraham Cohen.
Michael Aaron Fab.
Brant S. Grosskreitz.
Sarah Elizabeth Rodman.
Taylor Madison Ridding.
Jack Charles Larson.
Rory Joe McDermott.
Suyong Kim.
Taylor Nicole Osborne.
Morgan Elizabeth Hatovek.
Kristen Elizabeth Thompson.
Hallie Nicole Fine.
Emma Elizabeth Asela.
Claire Lynette Hoppy.
Adam Joseph Hout.
Eleanor Ruth Charlstrom.
Kay Jason Balvans.
India Celine Cavazos.
Jasper John Jansen.
Antonio de Jesus Tellez Chavez.
Tatiana Tomasic Niaros.
Jonathan James Bronner.
Caden Kauslerick.
Eric Stephen Morley.
Ryan Joseph Driesen.
Catherine Z. Chu.
Brianna Marie Driesen.
Samuel Augustus Moreno.
Grace Elizabeth Henson.
James Gano.
Zachary Scott McDaniel.
Jacob Kelly Smith.
Anthony Jackson Rickman.
Kaylee May Carey.
Nathan Daniel Zontag.
Jenna McGuire Addison. Paul.
Hunter Faups.
Nicole Angela Priori.
Joshua David Franson.
Sydney Ray Dubois.
Gwendolyn Nicole Fiewiger.
Lauren Olivia Murray.
Brooke Gabrielle Barron.
Avery Ann Case.
Nicholas Sanchez.
Caleb J. Nichols.
Samuel David Johnson.
Jacob Darius Ellis. Alex Michael Almquist.
Nicholas Robert Francis.
Marisol Lopez Silva.
Aaron Ann Brunson.
Angela Barrett.
Nicole M. Scalixi.
Jax G. Regalado.
Bradley Lee Rumpala.
Alexis Liberty Rice Klunder.
Brian Jennings Adkins.
Nolan Daniel Sullivan.
Samuel Richard Husted.
Andre J. Bryan.
Taya N. Mitchell.
Liam Charles Struck.
Neha Madali.
Jason Paul Hender.
Benjamin John Nicholson.
Jackson Hunter Maybon.
Chi Chong Lin.
Beta Irene Matos.
Dane Robert Owens.
Addison Elizabeth Kernan.
Benjamin Taylor Clark.
Makala Alexandria Vilmay.
Elijah J. Brungart.
Solomia Kovalenko.
Colton Jorge Pike.
Chloe Ray Lindvet.
Paige Evelyn Rolling.
Addison William Schmidt.
Salome Jessica Fanny Pratt.
Devin James Rindles.
Sophia Rose Cataldo.
Devin J. Shaw.
Callie May Saline.
Kadira Memishevich.
Hope Ung.
Emma Grace Kemp.
Megan Ann Senden.
Isabella Ann Hairwires.
Riley K. Haynes.
Ellen Grace Matson.
Cheyenne Linnea Ray Parrott.
Christopher John Algrim.
Abigail Stickemuller.
Carl E. DeBruzzi.
Nicholas John Ellerman.
Alex James Reed.
Kylie Marie Walker.
Malia Susi Santillan.
Ashley Nicole Lutke.
Faith An Cow.
Kayla Marie Gerard.
Wan Chan Su.
Kaylee Elise Johnson.
Bandana Dana Sirasural.
Alexia Marie Formonek.
Abigail E. Tibbin.
Andrew Joel Corral.
Chloe Ellen Kaiser.
Catherine Ann Vaughn.
Anne Elise Oxner.
Cale Anthony Sleazer.
Jack Landon Kramer.
Jillian Woodall.
Benjamin Paul Hookvari.
Lydia Margaret Lee.
Jamie Irene Romano.
Kendall Nicole Bierstedt.
Taylor Lene Timmerman.
Madison S. Wolf.
Jackson Carl Beaver.
Emily Reese Chambers.
Emily Green.
Claire Chatton McGuire.
Jack Curtis McClellan.
Madeline Page Judas.
Sarah Hulton.
Audrey N. Gruss.
Shi Xuan Nu.
Paige May Wynn.
Idlan Fami Muhammad Azmi.
Riley Elizabeth Johnson.
Colby Joe Heithoff.
Nina K. Mitchell.
James William Sanford.
Maureen Ann Flannery.
Ava Camille Moody Kern.
Ashley Ryan Griggs.
Alexandra Nicole Ramey.
Mary Begay Malowski.
Madison Joe Hoffman.
Juliana Francesca Labracco.
Ellie Elizabeth Cox.
Maggie Catherine Jirick.
Kylan Grace Forbes.
Madeline P. McConaughey.
Ariana Maladiz Diaz.
Nina Pauline Taylor.
Caitlin Marie Sievers.
Ethan Matthew Wiersma.
Patrick S. Regan.
Andrew Richard Schulte.
Elijah Strong.
Ethan Frank Pross.
Alexis Page Spears.
Ivan A. Zamago.
Lillian Marie Wyatt.
Matthew Tyler Dorong.
Rebecca Marie Veldboom.
Benjamin Gordon Otto.
Catherine Grace Baker.
Jenna Boring.
Aliyah Dianaba So.
Sybil Balo.
Kevin Marty Gopo.
Aiden James Keedy.
Marcus Alexander Castellano.
Chad Martin Monmany.
Derek William Friedrichs.
Jack Ryan Gustafson.
Evan Lorne Sanders.
Bailey Ann Whitson.
Gracie Bette Miller.
Paige Amber Loney.
Skylar Preston Seawick.
Brandon Alpern.
Sarah K. Rush.
Abigail Eloise Miller.
Catherine June Schwickerack.
Gwendolyn Vale Thorne.
Jennifer Marie Godberson.
Hannah Larson.
Mariana Olivia Russo.
Kale Delane Cookland.
Brandon M. Thompson.
Cameron J. Kleesner.
Jamie Grace Lee Smith.
Kane Brody McFarland.
Mary Catherine King.
Emily S. Fetters.
Naimir Du.
Connor James Kirk.
Jordan Michelle Staley.
Mark Anthony Bachman.
Griffin C. Lind.
Matthew Nemi.
Adam Thomas Jensen.
Ryan Walter Hewlin.
Morgan Street.
Noah J. Hall.
Molly Lynn Ray.
Jia Ze Chong.
Madeline Renee Stevenson.
Catherine Reinhardt.
Aditi Rajesh Porherker.
Jocelyn Raylan Larson.
Athena Lee Schultz.
Elena Nicole Steim.
Christina Lynn Shirley.
Sean Thomas Balo.
Kaya Theron Stillwell.
Marcus Alexander Ramos.
Peter Leo Shoemaker.
Carlos O. Celea Duran.
Kale Sean Ross.
Gabrielle Hosing.
Cassandra Dorothy Shear.
Julia Erin Lemon.
Carly Lynn Nelson.
Kiara Nicole Banks.
Alexander L. Presthus.
Emma Ray Hazy.
Farah E. Lewis.
Saraya Iftakaharu Zaman.
Daniel Seong Ki Min.
Carter Stephen Jungi.
Rahul Narayanan.
Seth Michael Idia.
Jenna R. Bennett.
Priya Bhavana Guti.
Savannah Ray Waghorn.
Nehal Anna Sankaranti.
Dylan John Marker.
Lynn Marie Lewis.
Davis Min Tree Verhoeven.
Brandy E. Mishag Beckler.
Joseph Martin Gitchell.
Elizabeth Grace Tanko.
Kyle Christian Mueller.
Molly Elizabeth Daly.
Alexandra Harwood.
Miguel A. Flores Renteria.
Cassandra Alexis Foxen.
Brian James Lake.
Joshua Richard Larenenko.
Alex Larkins.
Delaney Victoria Goodell.
Reed Wesley Solberg.
Evan Christopher Goodell Irwin.
Ron V. Dwin.
Bhavesh Dewan.
Alice Emily Messier.
Cabri Michaela Snowing.
Mattie Lynn Shekels.
Melissa Lynn Ryan.
Mia A. Wade.
Sylvia Ali Wynn.
Alyssa Elizabeth Jirick.
Hannah M. Neiman.
Nicole Claire Schaefer.
Addison Grace Lincoln.
Brianna C. Trainer. Claudia Angelica Vargas.
On behalf of the entire university community, I extend my sincerest congratulations to all of our graduates. We wish you the very best and we look forward to hearing from you about your many accomplishments. Now it's my pleasure to introduce you to Dr. Jeffrey Johnson, Laura and Russ Talbot, Endowed President and CEO of the Iowa State University Alumni Association, to welcome you as Iowa State's newest alumni.
Thank you, President Winterstein. Greetings, Iowa State University's newest alumni, members of the class of 2024. You are now mine. You are now officially Cyclones for life. You now carry the official title of Iowa State University alumni. Yes, you are now forever one of us. Today, you move from an on-campus family of more than 31,000 students to a global family of Cyclones that represents more than 285,000 alumni. These alumni colleagues live in and work to make their communities greater in every county of Iowa, the other 49 states of the U.S., and more than 150 countries. Please know that my staff and I are committed to being here for you from today forward to help keep you well connected to each other and other Iowa State alumni and friends, as well as to inspire you through the stories of your alumni colleagues, present you future opportunities as Iowa State's alumni, and serve you through exciting programs and services. Our ultimate goal is to elevate Iowa State and Iowa Staters. To get your alumni journey started, a group of donors made gifts to fund a one-year gifted membership to each member of the class of 2024. That's right, each one of you will be eligible to receive an already paid for one-year membership to all the benefits and services and opportunities connected to the association. I think that deserves an applause of gratitude. To make this official, there's one thing the donors ask the association to do and one thing they're asking you to do. They ask the association to make it easy for you to assess and accept this gift membership and ask you to simply activate it. You can do that as soon as possible by going to the Alumni Association's website, isualum.org, and please do so today or at least by May 31st. We'll also be sending you an email with the information as a helpful reminder. All I ask is that you do not delete my first email to you. Once you activate this gifted membership, you will gain access to the online alumni directory that will connect you with alumni in your community. It will add you to the mailing list for the Iowa Stater Members Only magazine and will give you access to online discounts, the opportunity to receive new grad tip sheets and programs, and a special member invitation. I want you to remember these last 5 things. Number 1, no matter what you do or where you go, you will always be a member of this prestigious higher education family. This university and all who work here will always be interested in what you do, how you can continue to contribute to society, and what you become. Number 2, make Iowa State visible in your daily life. Wear your school colors, sport a license plate or a license plate cover, display your diploma, and place an Alumni Association member decal on your vehicle. By doing these simple acts, you're sure to connect with other Iowa Staters on your journey. Number 3, alumni help fund building projects. They invested in your faculty and programs. They also invested in you through scholarships, conference attendance, and other ways. You and the alumni of the future will largely determine what your children, your grandchildren, and others will find when they matriculate to Iowa State. So when you're able, consider giving back as well. Number 4, keep in touch. Come back to visit campus, take road trips with your college buddies, and join a local alumni club. If you have a change of address, be sure to let the association know in order that we, in turn, may put you in touch with other alumni in your new community. And if I haven't mentioned it, renew that gifted membership a year from today when you activate it. You're going to want to stay involved. In closing, and with every good wish for your success, health, and happiness, On behalf of the staff board of the Iowa State Alumni Association, we look forward to becoming partners with you in helping you advance your careers, enhance your degrees, stay connected to your colleges, support your alma mater, and network with Cyclones everywhere. And don't forget to activate this one-year gifted membership. Congratulations again, class of 2024, and remember, you are now Cyclones for life. Now, under your chair are a set of silver tubes. If you could take those out, please stand, and on the count of 3, let's paint this place cardinal and gold. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you for making this such a memorable day. And while you're standing, graduates, I'd like you to thank your family, friends, the faculty and staff for all the support that they've given you over these years. Will you thank them? And will the family and friends stand and thank your graduates and congratulate them for their success? Family and friends, please rise. And will you all remain standing? And we'll conclude our ceremony with the singing of the Bells of Iowa State, again by Carly Nelson. Carly, thank you so much.
Please join me in the singing of the Bells of Iowa State. You will find the music printed on the back of your commencement program.